So today what we're going to be doing is recording an area that oftentimes is shadowed by Destin, guys. We're going to be talking about Miramar. This is a hot spot, although it is not 38 because we're trying to focus a lot on 38, right? It's not 38. Miramar is actually going to be sandwiched in between Destin and Destin, but one of those hot spots that many of you guys do ask about when you actually know about it. So we're actually going to get in the car and showing you a little bit of this area. It is long, so we want to make sure that we show you as much as possible what it looks like, what different amenities are in the area. Miramar is amazing, and I highly recommend you do check out this video and all the other videos, whether I'm talking about 38 or Destin. That way you can educate yourself on this area. So let's hop in the car right now and we're going to do a quick tour.
Yes.
All right, so we are driving from west to east. That way you guys can see the Gulf side of Miramar. Oop, we got some people crossing right here. While they're crossing, why don't we go ahead and go over the location and also population of Miramar. So when we're talking about Miramar, like I said, you're sandwiched in between Destin and Destin. So literally what, like 5 minutes over to Destin.
Yeah. Not
far whatsoever. If you want to get over to Pensacola, what would you say, about 45 minutes to an hour, right around there?
Probably, yeah.
So not too far from Pensacola either, but definitely right next to Destin.
Yep.
If we are talking about that population is right around 8,500, a little bit above it. You could look at right now, you're looking at the Gulf. So it's definitely more populated than a lot of the other areas that we talk about in 38, except for Santa Rosa Beach. Santa Rosa Beach is probably like 4 times the size of it.
Yeah.
But look at this view right now, guys. This is amazing, the view that you see of the Gulf looking out in Miramar.
Absolutely. Destin kind of butts up to 38 too, so you're like right there whenever it comes to that 38. So it's like you still have great accessibility if you're looking at that area and you're really loving that area, but you don't know if you want to necessarily be in that area because it is so exclusive. If you want some more amenities but still want that higher end feel, this is a great option because Miramar is so still has that kind of feel without being so set apart from everything.
And it's crazy because all the time you guys talk to us about Destin, I feel like Miramar is just so overshadowed. There's actually, when I knew nothing about this area, guys, I thought Miramar was just Destin, just an extension of Destin, but it is its own little entity. Let's go and break a little bit into the cost of living. So when we talk about cost of living, in regards to Miramar, you're looking at overall about a 126. Now, we like to use the cost of living index where 100 is your national average.
Absolutely.
So that tells us that Miramar is 26% more expensive as compared to your national average. But the thing about it is this, which kind of blew me out of the water a little bit, because I thought Miramar, when we're talking about real estate, Reagan will dive into real estate here soon to kind of look at what we're looking at on your median sales price. I thought it's going to be more expensive than Destin, but that's not the case, where Destin actually has an overall cost of living index of 178.9. So according to that, it is going to be cheaper than living in Destin.
I think you'd be surprised once you get down here. It is very nice. Obviously, where we're driving right now, this is Scenic Highway 98. It is gorgeous, and there are going to be some very beautiful, luxurious properties down here. And you can get some big properties. I know there was one that my brokerage recently just sold down here, and it was like 11 million and some change.
Holy crap.
There is some big real estate down here. But your average median sales price is going to be that $725.
Okay.
So for your average person, I mean, that's doable. That's doable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's definitely attainable. This is such a great area. The homes are fabulous down here. Your accessibility is fabulous down here. So there's lots to love. As far as price point, I feel like you get a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I agree. And we've been covering 38 quite a bit. In regards to 38, I think what was the cheapest that we saw on 38 was a meal for your average price point. So you consider that it's a little bit less than that. So it is definitely a little bit cheaper. Yes, you don't have the quaint feeling as you would in, say, 30A, right? It is a little bit more commercialized. You still have, those high rises as compared to the 38 area. But this is a great bet if you guys are wanting to take advantage of the Emerald Coast and don't necessarily need that quaintness or that walkability that you would get over in 30A.
Absolutely.
All right, so breaking down that cost of living a little bit more with the cost of living index, if we are looking at groceries, your groceries come in right at a 106.7, so about 6.7% more expensive than your national average. And then also utilities. Utilities we always talk about in the area. You're looking at a 97.7, which is rare in this area because majority of the time when we are talking about utilities in the Emerald Coast, they are more expensive than your national average. So it's interesting to see that the utilities are actually cheaper than your national average in Miramar.
Can I add?
Of course, you got it. It's all you.
So, and I wonder, and I'm just gonna add to that. I wonder if that isn't because Miramar has so many condos and so many high rises in the area. So, kind of the data that I was seeing is a lot of those don't take into effect. Like we're driving past a bunch of condos right now. So, whenever you're looking at the HOAs, whenever you're looking at an HOA. The HOA fees you're going to see are going to be significantly higher in this area, but whenever you're looking at an HOA, they're paying your trash, they're paying your water, they're paying they're paying all of those bills for you within that HOA. So, they may not be taking those into account whenever they're, you know what I mean? They're only taking single family home residences into that account. So that may
be a factor.
Be a factor.
Oh,
maybe a big factor in
yeah,
that.
see, this is why we got the expert, guys. I'm telling you right now, she kind of thinks about stuff like that. Where personally, like I said, I really don't know this area, and that's why we do have Reagan. She is your top expert within the area. The one part though that Miramar is more expensive with that cost of living index is going to be your miscellaneous. Your miscellaneous is going out to eat, those restaurants, to go out shopping, all those different things, because it comes in at a 107.3, so higher than your national average. And that's to be expected with the tourist area. They are going to inflate those prices a little bit more, being, you know, taking advantage of the tourists and such, I guess you could say. But just expect that your groceries, restaurants, and all those things are going to be a little bit more expensive in Miramar.
And you're just going to get when you're here, you're just going to want to go.
Yep.
I mean, we've experienced that being in the area. Like, it's hard to not want to go whenever you see everybody going out and, hey, you want to go get drinks this weekend? Yes.
Yep.
Yes, I do.
Oh yeah, it's almost like we know they're coming, so let's just do this. So.
And the outlets are right here. That's hard to walk away from. Oh, kids need school clothes. Yeah, we're gonna go do that.
Speaking of kids, so now let's break into the schools. So the thing about Miramar that is different from Destin is you break into Walton County. You're no longer in Okaloosa County. Although according to niche.com, they both have A grades, Walton County comes in at an A- according to niche.com. So still great schools, even though you are crossing over into a different county. So it's a good thing to know, right? If you are actually going to live in the area and you're going to be putting your kids in these schools, you will not have to worry about the public schools because according to niche.com, they do still have great grades. All right, guys, now we're going to be breaking into your activities and pretty much like what's happening in the area. Before doing so, though, guys, if you are looking at purchasing real estate in the Emerald Coast, give us a call or text that phone number right below. Right there, we always answer, doesn't matter date or time. We cover from Pensacola Beach going all the way down into the end of 30A. But if you're not quite ready to purchase, just want to educate yourself on the area, make sure you smash that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up and notification bell. That way you're notified every single time we put out a brand new video. All right, so activities and festivities. And the first thing that we kind of were discussing when driving through here is the fact that they have 3 different malls to choose from. Is that correct, Reagan?
Oh my gosh, yes. So you've got the outlet mall, you have your standard, which is an outdoor mall, which is so fun. It's it's Sandestin Mall. And then you have your like high-end niche mall, which So a little bit for everything. Do you want your Lululemon, your Anthropologie? Do you want your Express and your American Eagle? Or do you want your outlets, your Oakley, your Under Armour, I mean, they've got everything, which is fabulous.
Yeah, so that's nice that you do have that. And then also with that, since you're so close to Destin, I mean, you get to take advantage of all the touristy things I guess you can do with the activities.
Yep.
And you're super close to Crab Island. I actually recently just went to Crab Island for the first time ever, and I had a blast. It was amazing, and Reagan was telling me how much it's changed, but even with that, it's an awesome time. What other activities are kind of in the area?
You know, this area has always been known as the world's luckiest fishing village. So with that, I mean, obviously we are true Florida here. This is boating, fishing, jet skiing, all the true Florida things that you think of here, you're gonna find here. But not only that, you also think of, what do you think of? Golf. So we've got 4 award-winning golf courses in the area, so that's huge. Also, you've got just your normal touristy activities. I mean, you've got water parks, you have shopping, you've got dining, you've got, I mean, just what do you want to do?
Yeah,
I'll take you to do it.
Yeah.
Anything you want to do.
And that's the great thing. So it's like there's always the good and the bad of being in a hardcore tourist zone, right? When it comes to being in a tourist zone, you have access to all those amenities as compared to like 30A. You might not have the same amenities as compared to somewhere like Miramar being right next to Destin. Do you have any favorites here in Miramar, Reagan?
Favorite restaurants?
Restaurants, shopping, anything.
Oh my gosh. Well, of course my outlet malls are my favorite. That's my favorite. Actually, we're getting ready to pass the Whale Tail. I was going to talk about the Whale Tail. That is such a cute little beach place to just go flip-flops, your swimsuit, just go hang out for the afternoon and look at that. It never gets old. And just, I mean, I love Baytown Wharf. That's a great area to go hang out. It's kind of a little more Sandestin, but like we've talked about, that's the area. But they do all kinds of festivities. They got this cute little downtown area where there's shopping, and but they throw a lot of festivals. It's great to go down there during October, but also Christmas. They do a big Christmas event down there every year. I don't know. There's just like, again, this is that touristy area. There's just never something going on. There's always something going on. It's yeah. So lots of favorites.
Before we end this video, guys, I want to kind of drive through one of these neighborhoods so you see what to expect with the housing in the area. And you can see, I mean, there's some great houses. A lot of them are up on pylons, you know, they got the area down below. But some cool looking little houses in here. I'm not seeing too much of a mixture. Typically, like, there's sometimes over in Destin where you see a massive house. Oh, yep. You see a massive house next to a little shack, right? And I mean, maybe a little bit, maybe right here you can see a little bit. There's a smaller house and you got these larger houses on each side of it, but some cool looking, just coastal looking houses, and kind of what to expect in this Miramar area. Alright guys, so that is Miramar for you. If, like I said, if you are interested in purchasing real estate in this area or anywhere in the Emerald Coast, we covered from Pensacola Beach all the way down to the end of 30A. Make sure you give us a call or text at that phone number right below. Right below it there, we always answer, doesn't matter date or time. But if you're not quite ready to purchase, follow along by smashing that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up and notification bell. That way you're notified every single time I put out a brand new video. Till next time, we love ya. Bye.
Who needs music?